Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video on sleep regression. I just want to talk a little bit about what sleep regression is, how it affects your baby and your toddler, and sort of what you can do to get through it. So I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm not going to go around in circles or say unnecessary things, which I feel like I am right now, but I'm just going to get straight to the point and just talk about it. So now, as you may wonder, what is sleep regression? So basically, sleep regression is when your baby or your toddler moves from being a baby who sleeps throughout the night to one who wakes up in the middle of the night, most of the time screaming, and you just have no idea what to do with it. Or like when you used to putting them at a certain time, putting them to bed at a certain time, now suddenly they resist going to bed at that time and they resist taking their day naps, and it's just a huge struggle. So don't worry, there's an explanation for that, and it is called sleep regression. So basically what happens with sleep regression is it usually lasts between 2 to 6 weeks. When you're unlucky, it'll take a whole 6 weeks, but it can take only up to 2 weeks, and that's about it. So I have made my notes here so I don't forget anything. So as I already explained, it's when your baby sort of goes from being a very good sleeper, when you get like 11 to 12 hours of sleep, now suddenly you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night, and it just can drive a parent crazy. So just in general, sleep regression happens usually on babies that are like 4 months old, and then it surfaces again around 9 months, and then sometimes it doesn't happen to all the babies. It can come back at 12 months, and then from there at around 17 or 8 months. So as you probably wondering, what causes sleep regression? So basically it's usually when your child is going through like changes in his or her body, like when they start teething or they start learning new skills, and it sort of just keeps them awake at night. They find it very hard to sleep when they know like their gums are in pain, or they thinking about that skill that they learned, and they just want to just keep practicing. So sort of imagine it in a way where like when you know you're going for a trip tomorrow, it's a big trip, you personally find it so hard to sleep at night, you don't want to miss your flight, you just keep wondering if you packed everything. So that's pretty much the same thing that happens with babies. They just want to wake up. I remember when my daughter started working excuse me, but I remember when my daughter started walking, she hardly ever slept at all. All she wanted to do was walk all day, every day, and all night. It was insane. But yeah, so it's sort of that learning transition period that kids go through. So at the moment, my daughter is going to be 18 months next week, and we are sadly going through a sleep regression. This girl will not go down for her nap during the day, and she will not go down for bed normal time. We usually try to put her down. Yes, baby. We usually try to put her down by 8 p.m. latest, but these days she sleeps at 10 p.m. and it's exhausting. So what we noticed is that she is currently teething. She's getting her 2 big girl teeth at the back, so it's sort of like really painful, and she's going through a growth spurt. She's literally fully turning into a toddler, and it's keeping her awake at night. So many times she wakes up screaming. At first we thought she was having nightmares, but it turns out it could be nightmares, yes, but it's mostly because of the sleep regression. So how do you survive the sleep regression? First of all, you need to try and stick to your schedule as hard as you possibly can. If you know you put your child or your toddler down for bed at 8 p.m., try sort of like get them into that routine. 8 p.m. you are supposed to be in bed, even though they're not going to sleep, that's for sure, because of the sleep regression, but just make sure that they are in bed. Don't change anything drastically, because you don't want to make something that's like a phase to be a permanent thing. It's going to be harder in the long run for you to try and retrain them to sleep when you already messed up their sleeping routine. So try and stick to that. Do not change it at all. If you need to change it, just push it back 1 hour or push it forward 1 hour. Don't make it too out of the ordinary, or like don't change it completely. Another thing you can do is to just keep giving your baby as many cuddles, as many hugs, as many kisses as you possibly can, because they themselves are pretty confused about what's going on, and they sort of trying to deal with the whole thing that they are literally changing. It's like when you're a child and you move into a teenage phase where now you're going through adolescent stage. Now suddenly you get like curves and you grow boobs. It's just a whole new transition for babies. So try and cuddle them as much as you possibly can, read as much books as you can with them, try to do an activity that they love, but try avoid doing something that's very active, especially if it's before their nap time or their bedtime, because you want them to sleep. Another thing you can do is try and get something that they loved as babies. Like if you have a toddler that's going through a regression phase, try and get, if they love like that stuffed animals when they're babies, try and get that. It's gonna be like a familiar thing for them that they can sort of find comfort in during the night especially, and just try and give them that. Even if it's just like a white noises you used to use for them as babies when they for them to fall asleep, try bust it out from wherever you packed it, try and get it out so you can use that. I am currently using like her crib mobile. She used to love that as a baby, but we had already packed it away because she was now a big girl and she literally pulled it off of her crib. But it's now sort of working for us. It's been exactly 5 nights now. She goes down for bed as usual. She wakes up like once in the night, but then we sort of like give her cuddles and kisses, and then she goes back to sleep. So that's what we do. Another thing that you can do is to try and sing a calming song for your kids. If you have like a rocking chair, we don't have a rocking chair, so we don't have the option, but if you have a rocking chair in their rooms, just try and rock them back to sleep, sing that smooth calming song for them, and just keep them very calm. Try and like talk to them, especially during the night. If they wake up screaming or they just wake up in the middle of the night in a complete state, try avoid talking at all, because that just gives them the idea that it's okay, I can now talk to mommy, it's playtime, but just do not talk at all. Another thing is, it can be hard, especially if you're a working mom, but if you're a stay-at-home mom, try and give your child or your toddler as much time as you possibly can during the day for them to practice their skills. Like if she's learning to walk or he's learning to walk, give them time to walk during the day. Let them walk as much as they can so that they can sort of be like satisfied when it's bedtime, so they don't have to keep thinking about, oh, I know how to walk, I need to walk, so they can think, I'm just so tired now, I want to go to sleep. And one last tip that you can do is to just always, and I mean always, remember that it does not last forever. This is just a phase that is gonna go by real quick. It can last from anything between 2 weeks and 6 weeks, and it's not permanent. Just be strong and hang in there, and remember that it does not last forever. So those are my quick tips, or should I just say pointers, with regards to sleep regression. It's not a permanent thing on babies and toddlers. It's just a phase that they go through. It usually happens between 4 months, when babies are 4 months old, and 8 or 9 months, and then usually when they're a year old. But it's not very common that it happens when a baby is 12 months old, but then again it resurfaces again between 17 and 18 months. So it's not really at all permanent, it's just a temporary phase, and just try and make sure that you don't create habits that are going to be hard to sort of kick out when the phase is gone. And you will be sure to be happy with your little bundle of joy, and everything will be back to normal before you know it. Anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. I will be uploading a weekend vlog on Sunday night, and I really hope that you guys are gonna enjoy watching that. Don't forget to click the like button if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos, and I will see you guys later. Bye.